So hey friends, this is Buff 612 again here today, just to share a quick law with you all today. So um, yeah, we'll get right to it. So first and foremost, I am not an expert. I am not a psychologist. I am not a doctor. I'm not a self-help guru, as some would like to think, but I am just someone else in the same emergency room trying to assist another ailing person um, of their woes and illness, and to just give tools of what helps me protect my peace and keep that peace and serenity as much as possible. So, yeah, so with that said, let's get to Law 13, which is happiness should not be the goal. Um, this one is a big one, so uh, I'll actually state it. It's not too bad. So, never let happiness be your goal, for happiness is not a constant like anger, sadness, and every other human emotion. Happiness comes in small, unsustainable bursts. People who make happiness the goal of their life's effort are left disappointed and exhausted. Disappointed when the source of their happiness loses its allure, and exhausted by the search to find the next thing they can latch onto in an effort to fill a void they have created. Instead, let contentedness be your goal. Be so content with your life and with living in the moment that you have no thought of happiness. When happiness does come, enjoy it, but enjoy it with the understanding that it is temporary, and understand that this characteristic of non permanence is an added part of its beauty. Just as one's life is made that much more precious by their mortality. Wow. I mean, that right there is really, man, so much just to think about and go over. But I think with most of these laws, or pretty much all of them, are probably easier said than done, right? So um, happiness should not be the goal, right? I think really what this law is stating is really to live in the now, to live in the present moment, and to be content with that. And so there's so many self help books out there, so many gurus about living in the now. I'm not going to waste time to talk about that, but you could find stuff on that or find stuff on meditation. But I think really the message here is accepting the good and bad things that come with life in the present moment. Um, and knowing that even though happiness is good, happiness is a great thing. And I like it just like the next Joe, but it's not forever. It's not, something that's going to last 24/7. And although some of us are in pursuance of that, um, it, like again in the law, it leaves you exhausted, it leaves you tired. And so thinking of that, being okay with the bad things, that's the hardest thing to do. But, that's why we practice meditation. We practice being in the present. We practice other things that you may do in your life, um, enjoying those precious moments when they do come, and knowing that they're not going to last forever. And that makes it a rare, very great and beautiful thing. Um, and if we live in the now, just like it said in the ending, and I love that piece, just as one's life is made that much more precious by their mortality. Um, and really accepting that, these events, good and bad, and accepting that as life. That's the $1 million question. And how do we do that? How do we accept the ups and downs and being okay with that? If we attain that peace, if we knew how to live in that present moment consistently, we'd be there. But, this is an everyday practice, um, you know, and so if I did have the $1 million answer, I'd be in the Bahamas right now with a $12 million book deal. But it's not so, and I wish I can give it to you, but it takes messing up. It takes making mistakes, and I'll tell you what, I've made plenty of them in my life. Like I told you, I'm recovering myself and only been 2.5 years sober from alcohol, and so you know, um, and knowing that I my goal is just to be sober for today and not for the rest of my life. Because if I do have that sort of thinking for the rest of my life, what? How can I do that? And so, I just think in my mind, just for today, I'm going to be sober today because honestly, I don't know the future. And just in the previous law, we don't know that either, and not to keep our mind focusing on the future because that's how I get back into old habits, and how I get back into drinking consistently and making mistakes and um, not keeping my promises or breaking promises to people. So yeah, definitely easier said than done. But I think when we pick up those tools that we do on our journey, um, it helps us to accept that present moment and to accept the good, the bad, and um, the great things in life at the same time. So I hope this helps you today, whoever's watching this. Um, Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the Discord. And I'll be posting Law 14 shortly and have a response video hopefully um, Saturday. So thanks again. Hope you all have a good day and be a blessing to other people. Peace.